Well, it's good to see you. There
There we
we go.
go. There we go. What's going on, brother?
What's going on, Eldon? It's good to see you,
Man, it has been a hot minute, man.
bro.
I know we text every now and then and whatnot when we both have time, but dude, I've missed you, man. We had a great time at camp, man.
I did.
Uh,
Absolutely.
are you trying to go again this year?
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm
Uh,
already I'm already looking for the dates. I've been checking up on the group chat and stuff. So
we'll talk about that in a little bit. Group
yeah,
chat. See,
sweet.
I'm not even in that.
I don't know, man. No, just
I
kidding.
don't know either. I don't know. So yeah, welcome in, Hunter Spicer from Kansas. I got to meet Hunter at Tammy Marler's music camp back in January of this year. You had just written your new song that you're probably going to perform for us tonight, if I had to guess.
Yeah, I can play a
And
little bit.
you not let's save it. Let's save it till the end. Let's make them wait. Let's give them something to wait for. So, but yeah, you had just written Bar Fight, and you performed it that night, and it was a hit. Like everybody loved it. It's just one of those great storytelling, comical. It's a great song, man. I loved it. I've loved it
Thanks.
ever since I heard it, and I'm so happy and ecstatic to see it released. So
You and me both, man. It has been in the works for way too long. It's
it
just
has.
been trying. I mean, I wrote it. I think last September. Honestly, like it
Yeah,
was.
it was right before camp. I remember.
Yeah, it's been in the back pocket for a while. So since
Yeah,
I finally got it recorded and out, I'm so excited about it.
yeah, man. Yeah, man. Well, let's take a little time and tell a little bit about yourself for some people that are in here that may not know you.
Okay, sounds good
Guys, continue to tap the screen and share the live.
for sure. And if you
Please,
guys want
please.
to know something from me too, just ask a question. I don't care. Eldon's a great
Yeah,
conversationalist.
we'll do a section where we'll take questions from the chat.
You
Sure.
can, you
Yeah.
can tell I don't watch your podcasts enough.
Yeah.
So sorry, man. But
It's all good, man. It's all good, brother. You musicians are busy, man.
oh yeah.
When you're on the grind, man, I get it. So, but we got a lot of great things to talk about. But tell everybody a little bit about yourself, man.
Okay, yeah. Well, my name's Hunter Spicer. I'm a artist out of Kansas. Been here my whole life, and yeah, just been doing it seriously for a little over a year now. I think I started last March. Yeah, March of 24. But it's been in my blood since the day I was born. I started playing the guitar when I was 10, and
Nice.
music's just always been kind of a I don't know, not necessarily a release, but just a good way to relax. Honestly,
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
sitting down and playing, and it's just a good way to get my mind off of stuff that I need to be doing, and that can be a disadvantage sometimes whenever I have some responsibilities. But but yeah, I've just been doing it for a long time. Been writing since I was probably about 15, 14, 15, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Just never really got out of my bedroom until I was about 23. So, but yeah, what else? What else about me? I don't know. Um,
You play a lot at the stockyards up there, right?
oh, I've only
That's quite a
played
bit.
a couple times
A
there,
couple times.
but that was more when I had the band. We were doing a
Okay.
lot more stuff like that. But
Yeah.
right now I'm running full solo, so I'm just playing solo shows, just me and my guitar.
Is it easy to get solo gigs up there?
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
easier to get solo than it is band.
Really? It's kind of the opposite a lot of other places because a lot of places don't want a house band, so they want you to bring a band with you,
Right.
especially in Nashville.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely,
Yeah,
most definitely.
that's
But I
good,
mean,
man.
it's yeah, the Stockyards has been fun. A couple times I've been there. I'm actually playing there again July 5th.
Okay.
Opening for who am I opening for? Darn it, no, I'm blanking. Mo Bandy. Yeah, Mo
Okay.
Bandy going to be up there, and
Okay.
I'm going to be his opener. So that'll be a
There you
good
go.
crowd. Um, but yeah, hey Vicky Joe, sorry, I just saw you in there. Uh,
Yeah, how's it going? We're
but
going to be in deep conversation here, guys, so don't think we're ignoring you guys. And I will open the questions up in the chat here later on in the segment. But if you guys would continue to tap the screen, share the live, the more people we get in here, the more exposure we get for Hunter. Obviously, this is going to go up on YouTube. He'll get more there. There'll be clips and snips and stuff that I post on here. Well, I say my assistant will post on here. I don't do much posting on here these days. I try to stay free to do other things, and I have a great little assistant from Indiana that helps me out quite a bit. So, and she comes in and she does her thing, man. She makes little highlights and all that, and it's good. It's nice.
Dude, that's super nice. Because I mean, that's my least favorite part about being an artist is doing all the stuff that nobody really thinks about.
The talent. We just want to do our job without all the politics, right?
That's like
We don't want to jump through hoops. We just want to do what we do. I mean,
like just recently, like within the last couple weeks, I've gone full time with music, which is super exciting. But it's given me a lot more time to commit to doing the social media side, the advertising side, the marketing, all of it.
yeah,
And it's really nice because before, whenever I was working the regular 8 to 5, I was, coming home and getting home at around 6, tired from work and stuff. And
I
I'm like,
remember those days, man.
yeah, right. But then I was like, now I got to sit down and do all this stuff. And I was just always dead. And I wasn't near as active on social media. So
Yeah.
having that time and in your case, having the assistant, that's awesome. Just being able to have that resource to do that stuff. But yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. She does all my graphics and everything, man. Like this right here, that's all Maria. That's
Shout out Maria.
yeah, shout out Maria. So, I got a message coming in. I don't even know who that was. Anyway, so you got some big things happening. You got a song you just released. I know you and coming from songwriting, your background and everything. I know you got more in the cards. I know. I know that catalog's got to be growing.
Oh, yeah. It's getting
That's
pretty
good,
big,
man.
I will say. But so we've got, Bar Fight just came out last Friday, which I'm super excited about. We're already up to 1,300 plays on Spotify for it,
Nice.
which is pretty awesome in the first week. I'm very happy with how it's performed.
Have you checked Apple?
Yeah, Apple doesn't give you the stats until like a week after it's been released. So I'm still waiting on that.
You might be surprised because that thing went on my 24/7 playlist, dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I've got a list that's all the artists that I've worked with. They at least have one song on there, and it plays 24/7, like all day, just loops. So,
Yeah, man. That's awesome. Well, thank you for throwing me on there. I appreciate it.
absolutely. Why wouldn't I, bro?
I try to stay humble, but that's a pretty good song. I'm really excited about it.
It's a pretty good song. It is. So, hey, why don't you start us out with one, man, and we'll give them a little taste.
Song?
Yeah.
We can do that. You want that one or you want something?
No, let's say that one to the end. That's your new one, dude. That's how we roll, man. We got to keep them interested, and they're gonna want to hear that bar fight at the end.
Well, do you want one that's already out then, or you want something unreleased, or what you feeling?
Brother, it's up to you, man. You wanna put something out there that's unreleased, or you want to give them a little sample of something that's unreleased, or
Yeah, let's do that.
as long as you've already got it registered. That's all I ask, because I don't want somebody coming in trying to take your music, bro.
Right, I get you. Well, in that case, I think I'll play something off the first project I did
Right on.
back in last March. This is a little song that I wrote. Well, actually, we'll do the popular one. This is the one you guys, if you heard about me before you knew about Bar Fight, this is the song you knew. But this is Everything I Wanted. It came out last January, and it's kind of a sad song, but it's a good one. So we've got about 16K on Spotify right now. I don't know what we're at on Apple. Spotify's UI is just so much easier to use, so I check it a lot more. But this is Everything I Wanted. So maybe. Once had everything I wanted, so that made my home complete. Love was tender and it was honest, the only love I'd ever need. The way we danced around the kitchen made me feel higher than the clouds. She gave me all those fuzzy feelings, all romantic last chord.
It's all right, brother. It's all good, man. You know that one of the things that has always fascinated me about you is your playing abilities, man. So you said you've been playing since you were 10?
Yeah, I've been after it for 15 years now, and
Yeah.
um, yeah, just getting a little better every day, I think. So
You're just so comfortable. I mean, that was one of the first things I noticed with you at camp was that you're just so comfortable with your guitar, man. And what other instruments do you play?
you know, I'd say guitar is probably my only like super fluent instrument. Like
Yeah.
I can pick up the guitar and play about any song you ask me to,
Yeah.
but as far as other instruments, I wouldn't say I'm as fluent in, but I can play. I play the keys a little bit, so I can get after it on the piano,
Okay.
and I can figure it out. It'll take me a little bit, but I can play about anything on that, just as far as chords go.
You tinker with the banjo too a little bit,
I
right?
do. I've
Yeah.
poured around with the banjo a little bit, and that's quite an instrument. I'll tell you, the finger picking is not my style, and it never
Yeah.
has been. I like to flat pick. I like to strum hard, and I like to strum fast.
Yeah.
But when you
You
ask,
can bend those strings. I know that.
that's for sure. You asked me to play finger pick that fast with those banjo guys, man. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm still figuring it out, but
It's
um,
banjo playing and bluegrass, and they're a breed of their own,
oh,
man.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. Like that's, I mean, even me with the guitar, I've been playing for 15 years now, and I look at Zach Top and Billy Strings and some of the other guys, and I'm like, you
Dude,
would
Billy
think I'd be
Strings.
playing for a month, like
Yeah.
golly, insane. But
Yeah, Billy Strings is crazy, dude.
oh yeah,
Insane, man. That dude can play the banjo like nobody's business, man. It's crazy.
absolutely,
So,
absolutely. But I'm just worried for the day that he accidentally catches that Martin on fire because his fingers are moving too fast. But
that's funny, man. I can see it. I actually just visualized that right now, man. That's so funny. Uh, yeah, yeah, no doubt. So, so man, what do you like? This is really just. I mean, so when I first started, a lot of weapons. I mean, like, I was kind of getting back in the routine of being out of interviewing people for like 20 years. And so I was like, man, where do I start? I haven't done this in 20 years. So I kind of had this generalized list that I came up with. And I still use some of those, but I really like the format of just open forum conversation. You know what I
I'm with
mean?
you.
Just to get into the raw nuts and bolts of who is Hunter Spicer and his music. And, that's so there's really no format here, man.
Oh,
It's just me and you talking, bro. But
awesome.
yeah, yeah,
I like it.
absolutely.
I like it. And I mean, we've got no trouble talking to each other. I can attest to
No.
that.
No, we
I
matter of
don't think
fact,
they couldn't
we
get
s-
us to shut up in
they,
Texarkana. So
I
no.
think we stayed up till and there was at one point, dude, I was so dead dog tired and you guys were just playing and it was a great I mean the jam sessions were awesome.
Yeah.
And I was just sitting there at one point and I'm like dead. And then everybody decides to go to bed and my second wind kicked in and we stayed
I
up
was,
all night
yeah,
long talking.
yeah. I don't think we even actually stopped until probably like 4 in the morning.
Dude, that drive home was brutal.
You're
My
telling
drive
me,
home was
dude.
brutal.
Because
It
I
it
left the night. I left the day after you did, and
yeah.
so yeah, the first night we were up till 4, and then I think we were up at what, like 9?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
probably we were up at 9, and
Yeah, and then
then
I got up and helped Tammy cook breakfast
yeah, I
and
didn't
all
make it
that.
up for
Yeah.
that.
It was something else, man. It kind of it was actually almost a repeat. My Nashville trip on the way back was almost a repeat of that, except for a longer drive, dude.
Yeah,
Like, I'll tell you about that, man. It was my
yeah, I
Nashville
definitely
was
remember
great,
that.
dude. I had a great time, but my last day was a teetotal shit show, man.
Yeah,
It was horrible the last day, and it wasn't even supposed to be my last day. It just wound up that way. But well, I'll tell you about it. We'll get into
yeah,
it
I
because
definitely
I
want to
know
get
you
in.
want to know,
I do.
and I want to try to make most of this about you. So we might go a little over a little bit, But
Yeah,
man,
man.
what do you feel your strengths are as an artist and as
My
songwriter?
strengths.
Yeah,
I really think one of my biggest strengths as an artist is my vulnerability and what's the word I'm looking, authenticity,
Yeah,
honestly. Like, and I'm not just saying that, because I want to look good to the people, but if you go scroll through my TikTok page, not so much anymore because right now for the last like month it's just been bar fight this, bar fight that, just
yeah, right, right.
uh, but before that, I'll post anything on TikTok. I don't care what people think about my image or
Yeah,
it's because at the end of the day, the way I see it is, the world's going to be the world. If they like you, they do. If they don't, they won't. All
right.
it takes to get away is that. All you got to do is
Yes, yeah,
scroll.
yeah.
So it's
Just
like,
keep scrolling. Yeah,
yeah.
just keep
So
scrolling. Just keep scrolling.
exactly. So
So
I mean, but like, I try to be open about everything, and I just there's nothing for me to hide because I've realized that especially like a lot of artists that I know personally, even like they've got a they've got this persona that they throw online, and then you meet them in person, and they're nothing like that, and you're
yeah,
just like,
yeah.
well, that's not cool, Like I want to be the guy that's what you see is what you get.
Yes,
So
yes.
I try to keep everything very real. I made a TikTok about my house flooding last week, and
Yeah, I saw
well,
that,
that has
man. I
absolutely
saw that.
nothing to do with music, but I
No.
just wanted to put it out there just so people knew what was going on.
Well, I'll be honest with you. It lets your followers, your fan base, whatever we want to call it, it gives them a sense of, and you're human too, and they get
Yes,
to know you
exactly.
a little bit on a deeper personal level. And that, I'm about that. I mean, if you've seen any of my interviews, you've seen me interact with anybody. I'm about that too. I'm about that, and I'm the kind of person, like, I like to sit back. And if you noticed at camp, I kind of sat back a lot and just watched,
Hmm.
right? And I mean, I got involved. I helped out. I had fun, but especially like the first day, I just kind of I'm an observer, and I can read people really good. And that was the first thing I picked up on you, is like, this dude's authentic. Like, he's Hunter Spicer. He ain't trying to be nobody else. He ain't trying to put on this front. And I love that about you, bro. I do.
Thank you,
And
brother.
your fans do too. They
Yeah,
do.
I'd agree. I mean, it's well, thank you first of all, but
Nashville beat. What's going on?
but as far as with like the authenticity side of things, and it's just like you said, it gives a deeper perspective into who I really am rather than just who I am on stage or
Yeah.
online or on live or whatever. And I don't have a ton of followers on TikTok. I've got what, around like 5,500 right now, which is a pretty solid number.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
at the same time, it's like I know that every single one of those followers is like a real person that I've interacted with in some way. Like maybe not all of them, if they're just in my live and they follow me but don't send me a message or something, like, okay, like I probably haven't said anything to them, but I know that they're here for the music and they're here for me. They're not just here because I bought followers or
Yes.
bought
That
accounts.
goes that's what I was gonna say. That goes back to your authenticity, because I would rather have quality over quantity, right?
Absolutely. 100%.
Because your quantity of followers don't mean nothing
No.
if you don't have the quality backing you. So that goes back to that authenticity, man. Your followers are authentic, you're authentic, and they relate to you on that level, right?
Mhm.
So yeah, just keep doing what you're doing, man. Don't let
Brother.
anybody try to change any of that.
Well, like if you look in the chat right now, there's a prime example. Miss Vicky Joe, she's been here since like day one of me going
Yeah,
live on
yeah.
TikTok. Like I think it
Hey,
was like last August. I had like 400 followers, and I don't remember. I think I got a hold of this girl on TikTok that was like, "Hey, I can let you go live. Like, now
yeah,
I've got this program." And I was like, "Well, hell yeah, sign me up."
yeah,
And yeah, it was seriously like one of the first times I went on. Vicky Joe pops
yeah.
in, but that was like, but that's the kind of connection I aim to make every single time I go live. Like if
Do
you,
yourself a solid though, while he's still in here, because I don't know how long he's going to be in here. Nashville Beat. Give him a follow if you're not already.
I think I already
Um,
do. Oh no, I
okay.
don't. Sorry, Nashville
So
beat.
he has a website where he spotlights independent artists, and people like myself. I'm on his website,
Sweet.
so connect with him 100%, and he'll get some information from you and get you up on the website. And
Okay, perfect.
yeah, so that's another outlet for you.
Absolutely. But going back to what I was saying, just like there's been people. Well, there's two more, Cole and Jacob, but people that have popped into my live one time, and all I did, was talk to him. You know, they'd say something in the comments. I'd be like, "Oh, sweet man! Like, why is that? How did that happen?" And now me and Jacob, this guy here, we've got like a 75-day snap streak because we're just buddies now. You know,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like, it's
yeah.
just cool.
Absolutely. I want to get it. I want to get into it. I want to get to a point at some point where I can start making time. And now that the Nashville project's over, I've kind of got a little bit more time on my hands to focus on other things because Nashville was a huge project, dude. That was 10 in-person interviews live from Nashville, CMA Fest week. And it took a lot of time and effort to put all that together and make sure everything was just set in stone and solid, right?
I can't even
Um,
imagine.
yeah, yeah. And if you haven't had a chance to go to the YouTube, they're there. The thing is I should have by the end of the week, I should have the masters of each individual interview. But the way we did it, we set up the studio, we stayed streaming the full 3 hours, and we just did a break in between with a slide that says "We'll be right back."
Right.
Right, so we reset for the next artist. So the YouTubes, there's three that are 3 hours long, and then there's one that's 1 hour long because it was the last day. There was one interview.
Okay.
So you, I mean, you can fast forward through them or whatever, but
Yeah.
dude, top notch, top notch. Some of the best production that I've ever been involved in. It was great,
Awesome.
and I will use that studio again. And a matter of fact, the owner of it, Chase Thompson, he's actually he's told me, dude, when you're ready to get your studio in Oklahoma, when you get it built and you get it ready, you let me know. I'll come help you get it set up.
Awesome.
So like, yeah, he's a great guy. He's a great guy.
Yeah, just based on the clips I've seen on here so far, it looked like it was an awesome place, and
Yeah.
Facebook too. But yeah, absolutely. And I want to know some more about that. Let you talk for a little bit. You tell us about Nashville, man.
Oh man.
Mr. What
We'll
was
get
it?
in. We'll get into it, man. We'll get
Okay.
into it. We'll get there. I promise. We got plenty of time, bro. It's just now almost 7:30. We got some time, but
Awesome.
we'll get into that. I will do this though. Unless you want to play another song, I'll open the chat up for a few questions if they want to ask some.
Let's do some chat.
Okay, okay. Anybody in the chat got any questions for Hunter? Feel free to ask. This is your time right now.
I just want to say thanks real quick to everybody that's, from my followers coming over and saying what's up. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you.
Yeah,
Jacob
man.
Cole, Vicky Joe. But yeah, awesome.
Take the time right now also to tap the screen, share the live, most important thing, share it out. And if you hold down on the screen, it pulls up a list of like 60, and you can just go down the list to move the algorithm better. That's 60 shares. Or if you do it the other way, you do it like 15 at a time. That's one share. You send it to 15 people, and you get one share out of that as far as the way the algorithm moves. So it's a lot better way, and that's actually, to me, I feel like it's faster that way instead of like, oh, 15, oh, let me do 15 more, oh, I'm gonna go back and do 15 more. So but yeah, if we got any questions in the chat, you guys feel free to ask. And while you guys are doing that, I'll talk a little bit about Nashville.
Come on, let's hear it.
So it was great, man. So back late last year, so my wife's father, the man that raised her, she's only known as her dad, was unalived in a tragic accident, and that's been really tough for the family. And so 2.5 years later, she decides, I'm going to do Ancestry.com. So she does that, and lo and behold, she connected with her biological father that didn't even know that she was alive, right?
Wow.
And so we fast forward a little bit. We stopped in Memphis. We stayed a day and a half in Memphis. We met him and his wife and her half brother, which owns a really cool bicycle shop there called Victory Bikes, like high end bikes, like $15,000 bicycles. Like yes, like high end, like street racing bikes and mountain bikes and like high end stuff, like lift with your one finger bikes. Like that's how light they are. So we stopped there. We stayed there. And Tom Goodall, welcome in, brother. Welcome in. You guys don't follow Tom Goodall, Thomas Entertainment. He's a great guy. That's Tyler Garrett's manager, entertainment company, label, we'll say.
Sweet.
And anyways, so we stayed there a day and a half, did that. We went to Graceland, did a bunch of stuff there, hung out in Memphis a day and a half. It was fun. And then we went on into Nashville, and we did the 10 interviews. The 10 interviews was great, man. They went off without a hitch. Everybody loved it. So much good positive feedback come from it, including my buddy Tom here. Um, that's
Awesome.
the last day, which it wasn't supposed to be my last day. I'm giving you kind of the cliff notes.
You're good. I want to hear this story. I'm excited
We're
about it.
staying in Mount Juliet, and so if you know anything about Nashville, Mount Juliet's about 25 minutes away from downtown Nashville.
Hmm.
So I was supposed to be interviewed myself by CMA, and I was also going to do man on the street interviews that day, that Saturday. So we got up that morning. The first thing we got was a phone call from my mother-in-law saying, "Hey, I guess you lost power at some point in your garden pond, and you have 5 floating fish." So we lost 3 of our really nice large koi that
Oh
aren't cheap,
no.
by the way. 2 of my catfish and 2 high fins, which are the 2 high fins and my 2 catfish. That's the cleaning crew. They're the ones that keep all the waste and stuff cleaned up. So I have no cleaning crew in my pond right now. So luckily I'm triple filtered, so that helps. And so that we started the day with that, and I thought, you know what? Maybe we should just go home. Maybe this is a sign. Maybe we just need to go on home. My wife's like, no, you need to do this. This is important. You need to do this. You don't want to let CMA down. And I'm like, no, I really don't. So we got ready. We were heading downtown, and I guess I rubbed a rock on the way out of the drive at the cabin, and it damaged the sidewall of my tire.
Oh
I got
no.
15 minutes away from the cabin, and I noticed my tire pressure was down to 16.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm like, oh crap! So we got to pull over. Well, I get pulled over. The cabin calls and says, "Hey, you guys were supposed to check out at 11 today," and we're like, "No, we're supposed to be here till Sunday." And anyway, so we messed up on the reservation. We didn't get it. So I was like, "Oh crap! What are we gonna do?" So I told the guy, "I'm like, look, dude, I'm stranded right now." I was like, "My son's there. Most of our stuff's packed up. I can call him and have him finish packing, and get everything out on the patio." And he's like, "Well, let me send my daughter after your wife, and she can come back and help him." It turned into like a really crazy mess. AAA, I got disconnected 3 times with AAA, so I was like, piss on it. I'm going to go in. I'm going to get a jack. I went into Lowe's. I got a jack because I was in the Lowe's parking lot.
Oh
And the
man.
jack that I got, the handle wasn't long enough to get enough leverage to get it up high enough to get it. So I pull it down. I take it back in, get my money back. I did get a different jack. I get it up, get the tire off. I got to get it up a little bit higher to get the spare on because it's got air in it, and the jack breaks.
No way.
Yes.
Brand new Jack from Lowe's.
Brand new jack, and it
That's
broke. And I'm
ridiculous.
like, okay, what else can go wrong? Right? So
Jeez.
I get, I get, I get the jack. A guy pulls up and he's like, "Hey, man, you need any help?" I'll tell you one thing about Nashville. Some of the nicest people I've ever met in my life. I
I would
swear to
agree.
you, man.
Yeah.
We had 2 people actually stop and offer help, like within just minutes. And he's like, "Well, man, I don't have a jack." He's like, "But I got a." He goes, "I got a 6x6 block we can throw under there, so you can get that jack out of there." And so we threw it under there, and we finally got a hold of AAA. AAA's like, "We'll send somebody out." And so while we're waiting on AAA, the guy's daughter shows up, takes my wife back to the cabin, and they get packed up. And AAA shows up, gets the spare on. I get back to the cabin, load them up, and I've got my 85-pound service dog with me too. Keep in mind. So now I have no place to stay. I have all my stuff loaded in. I have nowhere to keep my dog.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's no way. And the nearest place I could find that had the tire I needed was 45 minutes away.
Oh man.
So I'm on my way to get new tire, and I call CMA. I'm like, "Hey, I'm sorry, I cannot make it. I really hope this don't ruin anything for me. I really wanted to do this." And I explained the situation to them. They're like, "Eldon, don't worry about it. You came highly recommended from Chase from the studio. He loves you. He adores you. And we know that just by him talking to us that you would make it if you could."
Right.
And they were like, "You're welcome anytime. You come back anytime. Anytime you're in Nashville, you let us know. We'll have something for you to do." And during all of this, about a week before the interviews, about a half a week before I went to Nashville, I applied to become a member of the CMA, professional membership.
Yeah.
And so I didn't think, honestly didn't think anything of it. Like I didn't think it was going to happen. I'm like, oh, this is a crap shot, you know.
Sure.
And so it was good that they invited me back, right? So lo and behold, I wound up needing 2 new tires. It cost me $822 to get my ass out of Nashville.
Oh my God.
And so the last day was so it was like, okay, do we get a hotel room? It's 5:30 in the evening now at this point. Do we get a hotel room, or do we just suffer through the 10 hours and drive home? Now, I had been awake since 4 o'clock that morning.
Oh man.
So at 4 o'clock that next morning, I had been awake 24 hours.
Yeah.
And I drove 9 hours and I just couldn't go anymore. And my wife had to finish the last hour. But yeah, the last day was not great, but the rest of it was great, dude. I will highly recommend, if you ever go, definitely go do the backstage tour of the Grand Ole Opry. It's the greatest thing.
For sure.
Loved it. Loved it. I will do it every time I go. I promise you.
Yeah, I definitely am ready to go back. I went in March this year. That was my first time in Nashville.
Yeah.
It was a blast. So much fun. I played the local Terry Joe's deal there at
Yeah, I remember that.
the Freaky Fridays or whatever, or the Freak Show.
I did not get a chance to see Terry. She had a family reunion, and
Oh yeah.
my schedule was so crazy the first half of the week. I just didn't get a chance to go over and see her.
Right.
But
Yeah, the first time, she was out of town whenever I was there. She was up in like New Hampshire or something crazy, but
yeah,
but Nashville's awesome, and I'm with you there on the people are very nice there. Like everybody that I interacted with, like it felt like I was back in Kansas. Honestly, I mean,
Yeah.
but it was a great trip. But dude, just hearing about that, golly, what a crappy last day.
It was. But
That sucks.
you know, the spotlight of the whole story is yesterday I was feeling kind of beat, man. I was kind of, man, what do I do next? Where do I go? What's happening next? Well, before I go into that though, I got a phone call from my good friend Tom that was in here a minute ago. I think he's probably still in here. And we are now talking maybe possibility going back in the fall, with the possibility, nothing in stone, with the possibility of doing a live podcast from the rooftop of Kid Rock's place.
That'd be sweet.
There's a studio up there.
No kidding.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
awesome. Wow.
So we'll see how it goes. Tom and I are working on that. We're getting the details worked out, and we're going to see what happens.
Awesome.
So if I can make it, I'll definitely do it. But anyways, yesterday I was going through one of those times where, God, what do I do next? What's next? Where, I had no direction. Usually there's been direction through this whole thing, and I've just let God lead this thing, man. And I just kind of got in my head, dude. I got in my head, and I let the enemy get the best of me. And I'll be honest with you, man. Just for a brief moment, I thought about just throwing my hands up, dude, and just being like, I'm done.
Yeah.
And but I've come too far, and I've built too much to do that. And I would let every one of you guys down if I did that, if I ever did that.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't do that. I can't do that. I love you guys. All the artists I've grown so much love for, and I just couldn't do that. And it's not in me to do that, but I was just in my head, We go through those things, right?
And besides that, if you did, you know how many people would be in your text message? Hey, man, what happened? Hey, are you all right? Hey,
Yeah, I know.
hey, let's grab coffee. Hey, let's do this. Hey, call me.
I know,
I'm one of
man.
them.
I know, absolutely. But so, man, I broke down a little bit mentally, and I just started praying, dude. And an hour after I prayed, now keep in mind, the process to be approved for a CMA membership is 4 to 6 weeks long, usually closer to the 6 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I got an email an hour later saying that I was approved for membership with the CMA.
Awesome.
And it happened in 3 weeks.
That's amazing.
So I know my God is looking out for me, bro. I know beyond a shadow of a doubt this is the next step, because this opens up another huge network for me to be able to help you guys.
That's right, man.
So it's an amazing opportunity, and I'm honored. And I didn't even know till I started reading more into the email that there's actually only just over 8,000. There's 8,000 plus, just a little over 8,000 actual members. When I say there's more members, but when I say actual members that have voting rights. There's literally
Okay.
globally, there's only a little over 8,000 members that
Oh,
have voting rights on a professional level, like professional memberships. People in the music industry that do things professionally, like myself, right? Artists are a little bit different thing. There's a lot of artists that are members of the CMA, but those voting rights aren't there,
right. Okay.
right? So actual voting members, there's literally only globally in the entire world, a little over 8,000. So for me to be accepted in 3 weeks and be a part of that elite, I mean, you can actually call it elite at that point because that's global numbers, dude.
Yeah,
And
that's
and when
insane.
you put in retrospect the millions of people that are into country music, it's a huge honor, man. I was very humbled. So
Absolutely. And what perfect timing too, you know.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
honestly, that's pretty amazing. That
yeah, it
all that
is.
goes. He's always watching, man. He knows what we need before we know what we need. That's
He is. But enough about me, man. Let's give the people more Hunter. Let's play him another song, brother. We got about 20 minutes left.
okay. I'm down with that. Yeah, let's do the one that just came out.
Right on. Let's go.
Let's do it. So if anybody doesn't know yet, what's going on, Matt? Good to see you, bro. For anyone that doesn't know or hasn't listened to it yet, that's your fault. No, I'm just kidding. But I've got a brand new single out on all platforms called Bar Fight, and I'm about to play it for you, acoustic right here. If you want to hear it with a steel guitar and electric guitar and all kinds of other cool stuff, go check it out on wherever you listen to music. You can find the link in my bio as well if
Yeah,
you
man.
tap on my stuff. So this is a little tuner out called Bar Fight. Well, I was strumming my strings in a honky tonk barroom, doing my thing when I seen a fella walk through. The girl by his side seemed to know everybody around. I could tell he was pissed when he went out to smoke, and the buzz of the bar said the guy was a joke. I'd be surprised if he stayed half an hour before walking out. Well, he came stopping back in to buy her a drink. She already had one, he didn't know what to think. Now I'm looking at a bar fight from underneath the spotlight. I hope everybody's alright, but I damn sure ain't getting involved. I come spin around the dance floor, paid the cover at the front door. Oh, now you're taking the attention from the people to step into the songs. Well, punches were thrown, but the band kept playing. Folks were fighting, and others were thinking this wasn't the kind of hell raising we came here to do. Now I ain't the one to go and break up a fight, especially when I'm the one behind the mic. And even if I was, there ain't a whole lot that I could do. Now he's so worked up because he ain't getting laid, and I'm worried that I won't get paid, cause I started up a bar fight while I was underneath the spotlight. I hope everybody's alright, but I damn sure ain't getting involved. They come spin around the dance floor, pay the cover at the front door. Oh, but now you're taking the attention from the people trying to listen to the songs. So you remember that when I told you that there's a really cool steel guitar part and stuff? That's all right here, but I don't have one, so I'm gonna just, I don't know how to play. Well, they kicked him out when it settled, and her next drink was from me. And the best part of it all was I was drinking for free. Well, so much for a bar fight. She's winking at me in the spotlight. And I know I got the green light, but I damn sure ain't getting involved. She wants to spin around the dance floor, but I'm a-walking out the back door. Oh, she ain't getting my attention, but she wanted when they play my song. No, she ain't getting my attention, but she wanted when they play my song. Oh, thank
Let's
you.
go. Let's go. I swear I can never get enough of that song.
Thank you,
I
man.
laugh every time I hear it. I laugh.
It's a funny one. I love it. It's a good one.
Yeah, it is, man. And we talked about that a little bit about at camp. Like you love storytelling songs, man. You know,
Ew.
that's your And I feel like that that's your niche too, man. You've got such a passion for it that I think that's where you're good at, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you. I agree. I mean, I was talking to my mom about this yesterday. Actually, we had a really long, like hour and a half phone call. We'd been needing to have one. We've been both been so busy, but um, we were just talking about what was next, and she's real happy with that one getting out and everything. She's proud of me and everything, and she's like, "So what are you gonna do next?" I was like, "Well, I just want to keep writing songs. I want to keep
Yeah,
writing stories. Like, my two favorite things in life to do are write songs and make people laugh, and
yeah,
that's what I love to do. And like bar fight, that's one that definitely has the comedy along with it, and I want to keep that too. It's like I feel like every artist has their niche. Every artist, like,
yeah,
you think of a guy, you think of George Strait, you think cowboy rodeo songs.
yeah, yeah,
You think of Keith Whitley. I mean, he's got a lot of great stuff, but well, same with George, but
yeah,
you automatically go to Miami, Miami, Miami. You go
yeah,
to
yeah.
Kentucky Bluebird, songs about feeling and love and stuff like that.
Exactly. Kenny Chesney,
Well,
beachy,
summertime, yeah,
islandy, yeah,
exactly.
like yeah, yeah,
Exactly. Every artist has that. I think there's two ways you can look at it. You can either be like, oh, well, they only know how to do one thing, or
yeah,
it's like, they're really good at doing that one thing. And
yeah,
there's a balance between the two for sure. I mean,
absolutely.
because I've got songs that I've written too that are, super sad, feely, lovey-dovey songs or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
But
And there's nothing wrong with
no,
having one thing. I mean, you look at legends like Chris Ledoux. It was all rodeo, man. It was everything,
absolutely.
and the dude was a legend because of it. But he never, I mean, he never did like huge arenas and stuff. He did rodeos,
No.
like that was his
But,
thing, man.
but if you say Chris Ledoux, everybody knows his
Everybody knows who he was.
name.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Right.
So
And I mean, and I've got a lot of stuff that's yet to come out, and not all of it's storytelling either.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah,
that's where I feel the happiest writing
yeah,
is when I'm writing a story, when I'm writing something that people can listen to, and not even relate to necessarily, but just hear a story that they can enjoy.
yeah,
Because there's a difference between singing a song that is about the same thing as every other country song, or writing something that's new and fresh and nobody's ever heard it before. And
yeah,
like, I mean, bar fight, for instance, so that's from the perspective of me on the stage watching this all go down. I'm not in it,
yeah,
but it's a totally different angle from
yeah. It is.
anyone's ever done. And
Well, and you think about it, you have to think about what's going through an artist's mind if they're up on the stage and a bar fight breaks out, right? Like
exactly,
so it's relatable as well, especially for it gives the audience another perspective of what an artist might be thinking while they're up there. So it's I love it, dude. I love it. Um,
absolutely. But thank you, bro. Yeah, it's
yeah,
I'm,
you're getting a lot of requests down here, man.
I know, I see it. Especially from Mr. Tim there, Tennessee country. That's
Yeah.
hilarious, Tim. Uh, but yeah, but like same old hat. That's a new one that I haven't put out yet. I've played it on my live streams, but
Yeah.
it's just another storytelling song. And then but then again, like on the flip side, you got one of my songs, Mr. Better Man, also unreleased, but it's it's like a perspective song, like looking back on my past. It's
Yeah.
not even
Yeah.
close to either of the other ones, but
Yeah.
I think it's good to have versatility too. Like it's nice to have that niche, but at the same time, like you need to have that versatility as well,
Absolutely.
because
Yeah.
you're not going to know where your success is until you can find what works. And
Yeah.
like I know quite a few guys that have written the same song practically time and time again, and they're like, man, I'm wondering why this
There's
isn't going like the first one did. And it's like, because you did the same thing. And it's like, I'm not calling any names out, but uh,
there's my lovely co-host Sarah Beth
oh my
there.
goodness, Sarah Beth, how you doing, girl?
So it's funny because after camp, she sent me a message and uh, she's like, she goes, I know Hunter, and I'm
Wow.
like, oh yeah, how? And then she sent me a picture of her and your sister together. So that
Yeah.
was pretty cool.
When
So I
you
knew
sent
that
me
she'd
the
want to be
picture,
here.
like when you sent me the picture at like 1 o'clock in the morning, I was like
Was
about to
it
go to
really?
bed, and I was like, how the heck did Eldon end up with this? And I was like, okay.
Was it that late?
It was pretty late.
I don't remember, man. Sometimes I don't know. Maybe it was a drunk text. No, I'm just
I
kidding.
send those too. No worries.
I don't get drunk anymore, dude. I'm too old for that crap.
Me too, and I'm only 25. Yeah.
It is a small world, but Sarah had a blast, man. We were talking about Nashville earlier, Sarah, because Hunter wants to talk about Nashville. He didn't want to talk about himself.
Oh no, I didn't see it. I want you to. I just
No,
want to hear you.
it was great, man. Sarah did a great job. I'm so proud of her, and and everybody's like, "You guys make a great team." I'm like, "We do, don't we?" She was kind of nervous a little bit at first. I wouldn't say nervous. She was just kind of like, I don't know what to do. I've never done this before. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to just sit there and look pretty? And I'm like, well, obviously you're supposed to sit there and look pretty,
Part
but
of it, yeah.
yeah, that's part of it. But no, I just told her, I was like, look, just follow my lead, and I know what I'm doing. I got you.
Awesome.
And she did great, man. And after the first night, dude, she was like, "Let's do more. I'm ready to go." Like, she loved it. It was great. It
Awesome.
was great. So, and we will be doing more for sure.
Yeah, I saw quite a few of the, just the clips you put up on TikTok, and I saw the artists were putting out their own stuff where it's like, hey, y'all, I'm going to be on Red Dirt Disciple podcast, all that
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
So,
and,
but I saw you had Andrew Jameson on there.
yeah, yeah,
He's a buddy of mine. We've been in a couple live streams before, just passing back and forth playing
yeah,
songs.
yeah. It's a good dude. It's a good
Yeah,
dude. Love
super,
Andrew.
super good dude. So
Yeah, absolutely, man. So what's next, man? You get when you hit in the studio again, brother?
next Wednesday, a week from
Nice,
today. So
nice,
I'm
nice.
I'm I'm rearing. I'm ready to go. I'm gonna
All
try
right,
to knock
Nashville. We'll
out.
see you.
Oh, see you, Nashville Beat. Good to see you. I saw your message too. I'll check you out.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely. Thank you guys for the heart me's.
but
Um, let's talk a little bit about camp. I mean,
okay,
that's
yeah,
our mutual connection. That's how we first met, and I
absolutely.
know Tammy would appreciate us talking about it.
Is she in here? Tammy?
I'm not sure she is, but I talk about it every chance I get because
Absolutely.
I really believe in it. I believe in what she's doing, and I love what she's doing. Um,
Well, and just
so
I mean, yeah, I can't wait to go back. Honestly, I never, like I said, I've been writing songs for probably 10 years now,
yeah,
but I haven't understood, not necessarily understood. I haven't been around songwriters
yeah,
like I had there.
yeah,
Like just having people of the same mind and the same mission
yes,
all together was just so refreshing for me. I felt like, I'd barely slept at all the entire time I was down there. You
you
and
and
I
me
were up till
both.
4 the first night. And then the next night, Lindsay and Alyssa ended up keeping me up until, probably 5. And then, I had to drive to Kansas the next day. That's like a 7 hour
Yeah,
drive. So,
yeah,
but yeah, I was up till like 5 with them that next night. And then I left at 3 p.m. and got home at like 10. But
yeah,
it was, but I felt fine. Like I was never tired. I was just
yeah.
like, I'm here with these people. I'm not going to waste this opportunity being asleep. You
it,
know what I
it it
mean?
is great to meet people, like-minded people, and get to hang out with them for an
Absolutely.
entire weekend. It was a great experience for me, even though I consider myself a very amateur lyricist.
Right.
But it was a great time, and I think she's looking at November this year.
Cool, cool.
She said something about November and January, like doing two,
Okay.
right? Which would January would actually obviously be, you know, into next year. But unfortunately, bro, if she does November, I can't make it.
Oh,
So
that's a bummer.
yeah, yeah. I am going to try to get my artist there though, Bonnie Ray,
Cool.
if I can get her there. So since you and I have since camp, I've actually taken on managing an artist.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah,
Awesome.
out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Her name's Bonnie Ray. So just trying to help her kind of get her career going. Um,
Sweet.
but I'm going to try to get her there anyways. If I can't get there, then I at least want her to be there because it's the same thing. She needs to be around like-minded people. She loves writing. She loves singing, and she's got a mission, too as well. She's a DV survivor times two, and So all her songs are about around
Mm,
domestic violence survivors, and healing, self healing, and helping other people heal through times of distress and stuff like that. So, um, and Sarah got to meet her. She was in Nashville with us,
awesome.
so I brought her along to Nashville with us. But yeah, if it's in November, man, I'm not going to be able to make it just because of my side business every year. I have a business that I do that's just literally the month of November. And so I can't break away my weekends because that's the only time I have to do it.
I get you.
Unless God has other plans and he breaks off something to where I get a huge contract or something, and I can I can not do that side business anymore, because this is what I want to do full time. It's no secret.
Hey,
Everybody knows that.
you're getting your
Uh,
start with the CMA membership. So
I know,
you go,
right?
buddy.
Yeah, I am. I am.
Praying about
So,
it.
but I mean, just like, what would you tell anybody that's in here that's inspiring or already is a songwriter about, other than just being around the like-minded people, about, you know, why they should go to camp, why they should participate in songwriting camps?
Um, the thing that I learned the most from camp, and what I would tell somebody else too that's thinking about going, or maybe interested in just even looking at it, is just the way I learned that I'm my own worst enemy down there, as far as writing goes, taught me miles of information that I was so far behind, and it caught me right up. Like,
Yeah.
because I've been writing alone since the day I was born, or since I started.
Hmm.
I never wrote with other people. I never co-wrote. I never had anyone to bounce ideas off of. Everything that I wrote prior to January was completely on my own.
Yeah.
And there's songs that I had that were completely written that I hadn't put out, and I had thought about it, but I was just so hard on myself. Or there was one word or one phrase that I didn't like,
Yeah.
and I was just like, well, until I figure out what that word or phrase is, I'm never going to put this song out. And then I went to
Yeah.
that camp, and I met all these people that all had songs like that, and then we got together and we worked through them, and we were
Yeah.
like, you have seven, six, you have two or three people looking at the exact same song, trying to figure out the same solution. Just the amount of different ideas that can come from different people is just mind-boggling. And
Yeah.
and going back to my original point, the own worst enemy thing was, I every song that I have tried to write, I want to write it perfect the first time. It never goes like that ever.
Never.
Never. You
Never.
you
Yeah.
sit down, but whenever you have other people around you, you can write a little more relaxed. You can write a little more free. You can write. The best piece of advice I've ever heard was create like a child, edit like an expert.
Yeah.
And it's, you've got the idea in your brain of what you want the song to be about.
Hmm.
So just write it. It doesn't
Yeah.
have to be perfect. It can be the most simple melody, the most simple verse ever.
Yeah.
Just write it. Just get your ideas out and have it in a format, and then go edit each line.
Yeah.
That's how I do it now.
Hmm.
And I say that like I write a lot right now, but I've been kind of on a break because I've been doing so many live shows because it's summertime. But
Yeah. Yeah.
um, but when I write, that's the mindset I try to get into. Just write what you feel, and don't focus so hard on every line. Just focus on the message, and the lines will come with it. So,
Yeah.
but
It's nice to have shoulders to lean on.
absolutely.
And Terry Joe Box talked to us at camp about um, tribes, right?
Hmm.
And although I love her philosophy of tribes, and watching your tribe grow, and each of you kind of taking your own path, and it's like, I mean, everybody at that camp now I consider part of my tribe, right?
Absolutely.
And it's great seeing where you guys are going and what y'all have done since camp. But one thing I'll add to that is, it's okay to be a part of a tribe, but don't get so clicky that you're closed minded to letting other people in your tribe.
Absolutely
Yeah,
not. I
because that
totally
happens a
agree.
lot in this industry. It
Yep.
happens a lot in this industry.
Yep.
They you get a group of musicians together, they get clicky, and they don't want nobody else around but them.
Hmm.
And I tell people all the time, it's not a competition.
It's
If we
not.
work together in this industry and we help each other grow, we could be stronger than any large label ever thought about being.
Absolutely. And like
So,
the thing that Yeah, absolutely. And that goes back to kind of my, one of the first things I said in here with the, I just try to be authentic all the time. And that's kind of my thing that I try to really make sure I'm doing.
Yeah.
But, it's like every time I've been on live, I get at least 4 or 5 guys that pop in my chat and they're like, hey, can I hop on and sing a song? And, it's just me up there. I'm like, sure, why not? I don't care. And like, I don't always let them because sometimes I'm just wanting to play my songs and go to bed because I'm exhausted.
Oh
But,
yeah, it's your
I've
prerogative,
got
right?
the
Yeah.
time and I'm hanging out. I'm down. So it's like, and that goes just for more locally here in Wichita where I'm at. Like I had a live show at a club a couple weeks ago, and it was a 3 hour set. I played for about an hour, and then I had a buddy there who's a local artist too. He didn't have a show, so he came out and supported.
Yeah.
And I was like, Taylor, I need to go to the bathroom. You want to get up here and play a couple songs for him while I'm away? And he goes, yeah, sure. So he hopped. He did a couple. I played for another hour. He had to leave. There was another kid out in the crowd that said he played, and I was like, come on, man, I got to go to the bathroom again. I'm like,
Yeah, man.
I was like, as far as I'm concerned in the music industry is whatever you do on your own, people are either going to like it or not.
Yeah.
But that's no reason to put other people down. It's like there's no reason to leave somebody else out because they don't follow what you want to do. It's like that's fine. Like that's good. Like individuality is a great thing. And like the last thing I ever want an artist to feel from me is, unliked because they're doing the same thing as me. Like no, like go do your thing. Good. Like I mean, there's a guy that I had playing lead guitar in my band for me, and then he ended up. His name's Roy Eastern. You guys can check him out if you want. But he's making his own stuff now, and he's got 2 songs out, and he quit the band. And he was like, "Hey, I just want to go do it on my own. I've got a couple songs that I'm ready to release. And I was like, yeah, dude, like
That's okay.
if I'm holding you back from your dream, go leave. Like I would rather you chase your dream than stick around for mine. It's like, and that's
because it kind of just. There'll be some negative stigma there,
Absolutely.
They're not happy. They're not doing exactly what they want to do, but they feel obligated to stay for you. And absolutely, man. 100%, man. Why don't you play us out with one, brother?
Play us out with one?
Yeah, man.
Okay. I think I'm going to do an unreleased one for you. I'm going to do the one that Tim keeps yapping at me about. Or Tim.
Let's go.
This is the new one. This will probably be the next one out. I'm not sure. I'm half tempted to release it as a single. I'm also half tempted to just make everybody wait until I drop an album. But we'll see. I'm still figuring that out. But this song's called Same Old Hat. I wrote this one with Lindsay and Alyssa from camp. We sat down on a FaceTime call.
Okay.
A couple weeks after camp and came up with this one. And
I'm going to say something real quick about those 2 girls. Absolutely wonderful. Love both of them. But, man, I am still so impressed with Lindsay, dude. This girl had never picked up a banjo a day in her life.
Yes.
And she played that thing like she'd played it for years, man. Like it was crazy. Like even she couldn't believe she did.
I taught her 3 chords, and then she was off to the races.
That was amazing, man. Let's hear it, bro.
All right. I want to tell a quick story about how this song came about too. I was in a TikTok live one night, and Alyssa was hanging out with me. She was in the chat just listening and whatever. And I had my cowboy hat on because one thing I do in my TikTok lives is after we hit 10,000 likes, I put on my cowboy hat. It's just a thing. But I put on my cowboy hat, and somebody in the chat said, "Is that the same hat? Or did you get a different hat?" And I said, "No, it's the same hat. I just look better in it now," like jokingly, And Alyssa goes, "That's a song idea." And I was like, "Put it in your notes." And she did. We wrote this song the next day. So
let's go.
This is a little song called "Same Old Hat," and it's about you can figure it out. So. Life's looking better every second it seems. Work's going well and I'm getting good sleep. Single life's kind of like a fresh breath of morning air. I didn't know it was you, Tim. My bad. Phyllis and I are headed back to the bar for the Friday night specials in a mason jar. We'll find her high top table and take her unofficial chairs. I try to get the attention because you ain't stepping on them with your two left feet. I don't gotta put as much gas in my car, cause I ain't gotta worry about wherever you are. This queen size bed is only sleeping a king, cause you ain't there to make me sweat my sleep. Well, it's the same old hat, I'm just happier in it now. Took those jars, feeling 10 foot tall, buzzing like the neon sign on the wall, feeling like all of my lucky stars had aligned. Said, boy, what the hell are you smiling about? So I took a swig as I began to recount how I gave that girl a piece of my damn mind. Well, they couldn't believe just what they'd heard, knowing what they knew about me and her. Next round's on us, you're a free man now. That curse was lifted when I told her how my boots are moving better when I'm feeling the beat, cause you ain't stepping on them with your two left feet. I don't gotta put as much gas in my car, cause I ain't gotta worry about wherever you are. This queen size bed is only sleeping a king, cause you ain't there to make me sweat my sleep. Well, it's the same old hat, I'm just happier in it now. Well, I went back to the bar to close out my tab right around closing time. She handed me the bill, and it gave me a thrill to put a big fat zero on the tip line. Because my boots are moving better when I'm feeling the beat, cause you ain't stepping on them with your two left feet. And I don't gotta put as much gas in my car, cause I ain't gotta worry about wherever you are. This queen size bed is only sleeping a king, and I'm getting pretty used to being cool when I sleep. Well, it's the same old hat, and I'm just happier in it now. Whoa, it's the same old hat, I'm just happier in it now.
Let's go. Let's go. I love it, man.
Thanks, brother.
You can't make people wait for that. That needs to go. That needs to go, brother.
We'll see. We'll see. I might just tease it for like 6 months until I
There
drop
you
an
go.
album.
There you go. I appreciate it. I appreciate you coming in, man. I really do.
Thanks
Hunter,
for
it's
having
been
me.
great, man, catching up. And hopefully maybe I can make it to camp. And if I can't, you know, we'll see each other again. I will tell you, I got some big things popping off here actually in Oklahoma. I'm partnering up with Southeast Oklahoma Radio down in Hochtown, down around Broken Bow, Beavers Bend. We're going to be putting on an independent music festival. So we're looking at trying to do maybe this next spring. It just depends on how far along we get with the plans. But we're not in a rush, but know that it's in the works, man. And, you know, Jay over there at Oklahoma, Southeast Oklahoma Radio, he was like, I said, man, that my biggest thing is probably the sponsors. He's like, I got sponsors for days. Don't worry about that. And I'm like, well, I got artists for days, so don't worry about that.
Awesome.
So,
Hey,
so
speaking of, you know, Oklahoma and stuff, I'm wanting to plan a trip down there pretty soon, honestly. This summer, probably August if I had to guess.
okay.
But you know Jack Brassfield by chance?
I absolutely do.
Okay.
Jack is a really good friend of mine.
Cool. Yeah, I
Yes.
love Jack. But we've been meaning to write together for a while, so I'm
Yeah.
trying to book like a Thursday, Friday, Saturday all around Tulsa,
Yeah.
and getting down and writing with him. And
I'm about 2 hours south of him.
oh yeah, I know that. But I figured if we could all meet in the middle in Tulsa and do a little something over the weekend, that'd be cool. So
We might try to make that happen, man. Keep me posted. Let me know. Give me fair enough advanced warning, and I'll see what I can make happen, dude. I can tell you right now, I've been looking forward to going up and getting another Coney up there at Jack's place, man. So if you're ever in Tulsa, Oklahoma, Jack's Coney Island, downtown Tulsa. So good. I want one right now.
Notes. I'm excited about it. So.
I want one right now, man. I want one right now. So, but I appreciate you coming in, brother. Tomorrow night, guys, everybody that's in here, tomorrow night I do something every Thursday night. It's called the Thursday Night Gospel Jam. This is where I open up all my guest boxes for musicians to come in and play any genre of gospel music they want to. Most of it usually winds up being acoustic. I've even got some singers that come in. Jammin' Jay comes in. He's in the chat. He just sings along with tracks. So it's the night that I dedicate to gospel. And so every Thursday night, if you're interested in coming in, come on up. If you're an artist, you want to play, come in and sing and play with us. It's a good time. Usually 7 p.m. Central, same time I do all of my shows just about. But everybody, Mr. Hunter Spicer in the house. Appreciate you coming in, brother. Love you so much, man. Look forward to hanging out with you again. And remember, I love you. Jesus loves you. Stay humble. Hustle hard. Let's go.